Today, my friend came up with a very interesting story that I am going to tell you today, so here it is. I'm a 23-year-old man with no experience with women. I've never been intimate with a girl and I've never kissed a girl. It's not because I'm ugly or Dutch. In my mind, I'm just a very introverted person. I've always wanted a beautiful geek girlfriend. The thing is, while I agree with MGTOW, I've never been burned by a woman's nature. I agree with MGTOW based on general observations I have made in family relationships and in the internet communities I frequent. This means that my views on MGTOW are very biased and reflect my views. Without real female experience, I'm here to judge women without giving them a chance. I think this is unfair. There may be good women out there. I know I will regret never trying to be in love and staying a virgin for life, so I decided to get into the dating market. I would protect myself with the red pill. So my question is it worth dating ugly girls? Dating a girl who knows her date is totally not to her taste. If she can't gain self-esteem from her looks, is there any danger when her powerful men are all on the market value of sex? Assuming I end up in a relationship like this, would she be a safer wife? Honestly, I have no problem dating 3 or 5 people. I've started going to the gym and taking care of my life, so I'll be sick soon. I really don't care how she looks. I just want to love her like she does. I have an urge to love someone instead of feeling lonely with a 23-year-old Virgo. I felt a little lonely. Years of celibacy meant I had accumulated a lot of frustration, and my biological urge was screaming for me to join, and I still could. So what do you have to say? Oak, based on what you've said, you sound like a better person. Women don't really come close. If you stay on this path, you'll just get leftovers. Or only women who exercise or improve their looks can improve your status. I'll show you what you're doing and go out and date ugly women to get some personal knowledge about the red pill. But remember, when you fall in love, you become half a red pill and half a blue pill. Your mind is tearing itself apart, and your subconscious desires take over. Your rational mind craves freedom and takes advantage of opportunities outside of relationships. But your biology disagrees with that. You ask me what is the danger in doing what you intend to do. I will tell you what they are. Like she gets pregnant, falls in love, loses her mind, gets married, loses all his money. There is never any risk in getting married in this day and age. But even with all that said, I'd say you haven't tested the dating world. If you don't, you're more likely to regret ever doing it. The craziest thing about regret is that we always end up regretting the things we never did, not the things we did. Do I regret wasting time in these relationships? Maybe a little bit. But what I regret most is not paying attention to the 20-year-old women who signed me at my age. I regret not having sex with babes who find you attractive because I'm too dumb to see that. How can you completely dominate a stupid woman, you ask me? You can never do it. All you can do is manage risk and mitigate damage. Look for signs of fraud and losses as they occur and start planning accordingly. So don't think about it from that angle. Women are always manipulating you. If she doesn't wear makeup, she's manipulating you. What would you do if you found her hot? Are you going to knock your crotch or something? Anyway, meat toad is the best way to disprove what you say. Because if you want to play the relationship game, it's like walking on eggshells in today's world. In the past, when women could leave with problems, men couldn't be themselves. Shame on these women. At that time, only women were employed or homeless. At the time, meeting ordinary or unattractive women meant that these women weren't going anywhere anytime soon. Now things have changed. With today's Tinder and dating apps, even ugly women have plenty of options. Let's not talk about fat women today. They have formed themselves. All this fat and body acceptance moves make them think their supermodel matters. Even picking up these women is the exact opposite. Now, if you date a fat and ugly woman, she will develop herself instead of being loyal to you. She'll think she's managed to grab a man stronger than her, and she'll start looking for other men. I used to date a couple of ordinary Jane guys from the country. After a while, I realized that these women were as ugly on the inside as they were on the outside. But do I regret it? I don't, because it makes me realize what the essence of a woman is. That's why I won't tell you not to date for life. By dating all these different types of girls, I learned which type of woman is best for a wife. For you, I recommend finding someone with low self-esteem. When she has false self-esteem, she might think of you as dirty. That's because she'll think she's better than you. Another thing you said was not to be unfair to all the potentially good and real women. Never let a woman think you're doing her a favor by dating her. Women always want to believe they are the better choice in a relationship. Otherwise, they start to hate you. They will also annoy you. They will stay with you because they find you are the best person they can get. But she will make your life hell. The women are basically social ding-dong climbers. She will try to ejaculate with the highest stick she can get so she can rub it in your face. She'll get mad and really annoy you. You are her last and only one. You end your relationship and you can't date her or convince her to look better or work on your own, because women always like men who are taller than them. If she's a 6 in your position, she'll be looking for an 8 somewhere. The thing is, as a man, I know where you come from. You want a relationship without too much stress. I totally understand that for a rather ugly woman, that could be the case. But eventually she will find the confidence she needs to make your life hell. Basically, entering a relationship is the only validation she needs. I think what I'm trying to convey in this long speech is that the nature of women is unparalleled. They're all the same. Don't be fooled by the idea that you can make or find Easter eggs in different places than other girls. That's all, everyone is lazy. You also don't consider the social cost of dating someone lower than you. Think about what your parents and friends will think when they find out you're dating someone from a far-off society, so that they lose respect for you and make fun of you. If you follow the beat on your arm, what do you think they would do? She made all the kids cry when you went with her. Of course, she'll think it's not her fault, because nothing is a woman's fault. They'll resent someone screwing up a dude in public just to get into your head. I remember some girls tried this on me and never worked. This made her even more angry. A woman becomes more mean, like I'm a caged animal or something. It's kind of fun to be with a woman who is afraid of my power over her. She just kept worrying about leaving me and always had to be careful with my actions. She is a completely different person around me. This fear means I don't have to deal with a lot of headaches. She rarely nags me or argues with me. Still, as a man, that wasn't enough for me. A woman who respects you and fears you are two very different things. You know, sometimes I think, if karma exists, what did women do in their past lives to live this miserable life? A thoughtful life she could never decide. She always has to weigh her options before breaking up with a man. But she also wants to satisfy her ego. It was a hard life, never being happy with anything, always feeling dissatisfied like a victim. Especially if she was born an ugly girl. Every time someone asked her out, she either developed an inappropriate ego or stayed in a difficult relationship, worried that the man would leave her. It's like a lot of emotions that she has to deal with all the time and never ends. Personally, I would go crazy. Thank God I was not born. Alright, that's it for today's video. Thank you, my friend, for sharing this story. I'll see you tomorrow. Until stay noble men.